Today, we're pulling back the curtain on what makes a modern hotel tick. We're going to go way beyond just fancy rooms and nice restaurants to really get under the hood and explore the complex, interconnected systems that create those amazing guest experiences and, just as importantly, drive a profitable business. So let's get started.
Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome. As an AI expert in modern hospitality, it's my pleasure to welcome all you students from the Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. For anyone looking to build a career in this incredible industry, really understanding the inner workings of a hotel is absolutely essential. Think of this as your practical guide, breaking down the core components that lead to true operational excellence.
So here's our roadmap for today. We'll walk through the 5 pillars that every world-class hotel is built on. We'll start with the very foundation, place and people. Then we'll dive into crafting the core guest experience and the business engine that keeps it all running. After that, we'll look at the modern edge, what technology and sustainability bring to the table. And we'll finish up with maybe the most important piece of all, building trust.
Okay, let's jump right into section 1, the foundation. Long before a single guest ever checks in, 2 key elements really define a hotel's potential for success. Its physical presence and, of course, the team that brings that space to life. This slide really brings that idea to life, doesn't it? Your location and your architecture, that's your very first marketing statement. It's not just about having a building, it's about defining the promise of your brand. A historic landmark in a bustling city is talking to a completely different guest than a minimalist coastal resort. The design has to capture the soul of the location to attract the right people. But of course, a beautiful building is just a shell without a brilliant team. Success really hinges on people, from the general manager who sets the vision to the department heads who execute it day in and day out. But the real secret, it's that seamless collaboration between all those departments. And that's where human resources is so vital, not just for hiring, but for training and motivating everyone to work as one single cohesive unit.
So, with that foundation set, let's move into section 2 and see how it all translates into the core guest experience. This is where the magic happens, where we craft those memorable moments that guests talk about for years. Naturally, it all starts with the room. Every single room, whether it's a huge suite or a standard king, has to be a sanctuary for the guest. The goal here is a perfect balance of comfort, functionality, and design. The space has to meet the guest's needs while also reflecting the hotel's unique character. But the experience doesn't stop at the bedroom door. Then there's the culinary journey. A hotel's food and beverage division isn't just a service, it's a huge part of its identity and a major source of revenue. Whether it's fine dining, a cool bar, or just great in-room service, the focus has to be on innovation and quality. And finally, it's about all those other details, the ones that add value and make a stay effortless. You've got the front office, which is like the central nervous system of the hotel, handling everything. But think about the spa, the Wi-Fi, the bellman who helps with your luggage. Every single one of those is a touch point, another chance to make a great impression. Okay, so we've covered the guest-facing side. Now let's peek behind the curtain at section 3, the hotel business engine. This is where we switch gears from the guest experience to the financial strategies that make sure the hotel doesn't just survive, but actually thrives. To run a hotel successfully, you just can't rely on gut feelings. You need cold, hard data. And that's where key performance indicators, or KPIs, come into play. These are the crucial numbers, tracking things like revenue, how full your hotel is, and guest happiness that allow the leadership team to make smart, strategic decisions. And here's that data in action. Let's take a look at RevPAR, or revenue per available room. This is such a critical metric because it tells you 2 things at once, your occupancy and your average rate. Seeing a jump like this, from $185 to $210, tells us our strategy is working. We're not just filling rooms, we're filling them at a more profitable price. That's a powerful insight.
Now, driving that revenue means having a really sophisticated sales mix. You can't put all your eggs in one basket. This chart shows that balancing act. Direct bookings are fantastic, they're the most profitable. But you also need strategic partners like online travel agencies to reach a wider audience. The whole game is managing all these channels to keep occupancy and profits as high as possible.
This brings us right to section 4, the modern hospitality edge. Because in today's world, you can't talk about excellence without talking about the 2 forces that are completely reshaping our industry, technology and sustainability.
Yeah, technology isn't a nice-to-have anymore. Guests just expect it. At the heart of it all is the Property Management System, or PMS,
It's like the digital brain of the hotel. When you connect that to a great mobile app, you can do incredible things, like a totally seamless mobile check-in. It completely changes the arrival experience, removes all the friction, and puts the guest in control.
And at the very same time, being environmentally responsible has become a huge decision-making factor for guests. This isn't about just looking good. It's about real, tangible change. Things like energy-saving systems, minimizing waste, and earning credible certifications. It's a commitment that modern travelers really value.
All right, let's bring it all home with our final section, building trust and reputation. You could say that all the other pillars we've talked about lead to this one, the absolute foundation of long-term loyalty and a powerful brand.
So what's the secret sauce here? Well, it all comes down to one word: consistency. Giving guests the best possible experience isn't something you do once. It has to be part of your culture. And you build that culture through constant staff training, regular checks on your standards, and really listening to feedback so you can adapt and improve.
Of course, a fundamental part of that trust is just making sure your guests feel safe. This is completely non-negotiable. Things like surveillance, controlled access, and clear emergency plans. These are the silent promises a hotel makes to every single guest, ensuring their peace of mind. And that trust actually extends beyond the hotel walls. The best modern hotels understand they're part of a larger community. By getting involved through local partnerships and social initiatives, they show a level of commitment that really resonates with everyone, guests and staff alike. It creates a lasting positive impact.
So, to wrap it all up, this is the blueprint. This is operational excellence. It's the harmony of all 5 pillars we just discussed: a strong foundation of place and people, an unforgettable guest experience, a smart business engine, a modern edge, and an unwavering commitment to trust. No single piece can stand on its own. True excellence only happens when they all work together, seamlessly.
And as we conclude, I want to leave you with a question to think about as you move forward in your careers. Looking at these 5 pillars, which one do you think is going to face the most massive disruption, and with that, the greatest opportunity for innovation over the next 10 years? Thank you for your time.